Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Blessings on top of blessings to each and every one of you. Listen, I had to come up here and do this video real quick. Being an intercessor is not for the faint. And for the past 2 days, I've been feeling like a heaviness, a stillness, almost to the point like somebody put a weighted blanket on your chest. I don't know who this message is for, but I came this morning to tell you that you are not alone and you're not fighting alone. But I also want to encourage you to buckle down, hold on, and push like you've never pushed before, because this is your birthing season. God is trying to birth something out of you, and it's uncomfortable. You don't like this place because it's unfamiliar territory and you don't know what's happening, and you're wondering if it's you. You don't feel like talking to nobody. You don't feel like being bothered. And I'm not even going to say bothered. You just don't feel like dealing, especially with foolishness. You don't have time to waste. You don't have time to lose. You're not playing with your oil. You're not going to allow people to play in your face. You're not going to be taken as a joke. You're not going to be stepped on, stepped over. And it's almost just to the point you're just tired. And it's almost like you want to give up, but you already know that's not an option. You can't even check the box off on that one. So this morning, I'm coming to let you know you're in the right place. God got you right where He wants you, because there's some stuff. He said, I will pour out my spirit.
Yes, He did. All flesh.
But there's some stuff that He wants to empty out of you, so the pour will take.
Yes.
Because see, when He pour, He don't want none of it to be wasted. He wants to pour into an empty vessel. And He's emptying some stuff. He's purging and pruning some stuff out of you. And if any woman have dealt with birth, you know what that thing is like when that baby start crowning. It's uncomfortable. And you want to push so bad. But there's a set time for you to push. Because if you push too soon, you can tear. If you push too soon, it's more damaging. So right now, God got you in a place to where you got to be careful. But when it's time to push, you ain't going to have no choice. You're going to have to push. And you're going to have to hold on with your feet in them stirrups. Yeah, it's time. Because there are too many people waiting on us. There are too many people that need what we have. There are too many people standing by the wayside, waiting for us to walk by, waiting for us to grab them, because he told Peter, when you overcome, I want you to reach back. It's too many people waiting for us to reach back. And see, we can't be coward in a corner. We can't be, no. It's time to start reaching back. It's time for us to overcome some stuff. It's time for us to stand, what they say, stand on business, 10 toes down, and let the enemy know you're not going to play with me no more. You're not going to keep me in depression. You're not going to keep me in this anxiety. You're not going to keep me in this self-doubt. You're not going to keep me in this insecurity. You're not going to keep me. You're not going to keep me. You're not going to keep me. So now it's time for me to push my way out of this place. It's time for me to push my way with everything you got. And I know that you're tired. I know that it seems like you're by yourself, but you're not. You got people fighting on your behalf. Even if you don't see them, even if you don't hear from them, know that you have people fighting on your behalf. That is why it's important for intercessors. We got to stay on the wall. We got to stay in prayer. And I was telling my husband last night, the enemy attacks you in your most powerful place. If you're a prayer warrior, he will attack you to where you don't even feel like praying.
That's right.
If you're a singer and a worshiper and a praiser, he'll attack you in your voice. Wherever you're most powerful, that will diminish his kingdom, that's where he will attack you at. If you love loving people, he'll try to attack you with frustration and making you impatient with others.
Yes, he will.
Don't give in. This ain't the time to give in. This ain't the time to give in. This is not the time to give in. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm telling you, this is not the time to give in. You got to push and you got to fight with everything in you. This time is different. This time is different. You've got to push with everything. And that means if you got to turn the phone off, if you got to get off Facebook, if you got to turn down your plate, if you got to get on a place and it's just you and God and your word, if you got to get you a book, whatever it is that you got to do at this time, you got to do it. It's imperative that you do it. Because what comes after this is serious. What comes after this, you need this process for what comes after this. You need this process. Oh my God. You need this process for what's coming after this. You need it. It's necessary. This process right here, the one that don't feel good, the one that's unfamiliar, the one that's pulling you out of your comfort zone, the one that you don't know if you coming or going, and it's taking everything in you to keep going. You need this.
My God.
For what's coming next.
Yes, Lord.
You need it. You need it.
Yes, God.
I need it. Because now God is seeing what he can trust you with. God is seeing how much he can trust you. God is seeing how much you can take. God is seeing will you be able to handle what's coming next.
My God.
And what's coming next, it's going to be some blessings. It's going to be some rewards.
Yes, Lord.
But you got to get through this process. You got to get through this process. You got to get through it. But know that I'm praying for you. Pray for me as I pray for you. Because we got to keep going.
Got to keep pushing.
We've got to keep pushing. And you got to keep standing firm. Don't let nothing move you. Don't let anything deter you. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything throw you off your game. Don't let anything move you out of the will of God. Nobody, no thing, don't do it.
Oh God.
Because if you do, you're going to pay a price that you may not be willing to pay.
My God.
Yeah. But it's going to be okay. It's going to hurt for a while. It's not going to feel good. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I love y'all. I pray that you have an absolutely amazing day. Stay before God.
Yes, Lord.
The joy of the Lord is my strength. Think on His goodness. Think on His mercy. And think about how His grace has kept us thus far.
Father, in the name of Jesus.
I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.